Hey guys, so if you would like to see how I got this beautiful mint green hair color and how I styled the hair with these two braids, keep watching. So we're first going to get started with a freshly blonded wig. This wig is in the color 613, of course. I made this wig, so these were bundles. I had 3 bundles and a lace frontal. The company information in which the hair is from will be listed in the link down below. So I'm doing the water method as I always do. I'm using the color mint green. And I was a little bit skeptical about this color because I felt like it was a bit too light for the intensity of the blonde, because I feel like the blonde is not that light. So I was a little nervous on how it was going to come out, but I did end up using 2.5 bottles of the Adore mint green dye. And I used the bottles within the same, I kept the same water, so I didn't change the water or anything like that. I kept the same water, but I just kept adding color. And so at one point I tried to put the color, well, I didn't try, but I did put the color on the actual hair so like that the hair could just take the color better. So that's what I'm doing now. And I did use my hands to, like mix this around and stuff because I don't have more nails, and I just feel like with me it's just easier for me to really color hair just using my bare hands. As long as I'm not getting stained on my hands, I'm good. So I was looking through the wig to find blonde spots, which I've just found one now. So how I, colored it was I would put the actual dye on the hair versus filling up the water with the hair color. So when I first started with the water, I mixed the color in first, then I dipped the wig. Then as I looked through the wig to find spots that didn't get colored, I would put the dye on the actual hair even though it's still in the water, if that makes sense. I feel like it kind of sounds confusing, but yeah, you guys might get the point. So I'm just mixing it around, and here I'm just, showing you guys how the color came out. Like, it came out vibrant and it looks really good. And as you guys can see, the lace didn't get colored. The color did not phase the lace. The lace is good. I had a little bit of dye left, so I'm just like, let me go and add it on the color because you could never have too much color, okay? So then I just rinse it out. I don't wash it with any water. Wash it with any soap. I just rinse it out with water because I don't want the color to fade. So after I rinse it out with some water, this is how it comes out. It looks so beautiful. And then I'm just going to go and blow dry the whole wig first. Now this wig is kind of thick, so it's going to take some time to blow dry. I blow dry the wig on high and hot, of course. And then in my mind, I'm like, I have this idea of a style that I want to do. And it was 2 braids and then the rest of the hair straight and like perfectly flat ironed. So that's what we're gonna do. So I did 1 braid off camera because I was literally experimenting with this. And also I put on my lace off camera as well. But if you guys would like to see an updated how I do my lace wig video, make sure y'all check out my red hair video because I show you guys how I now apply my lace frontal wigs. So I did this braid off camera and I was like, this is cute. And I'm like, you know what? I wasn't too sure if if it was gonna look good, but since it looked good, I'm like, it looks good. I'm not gonna take it out, and I'm just gonna do the other side on camera. Now, I was getting a little skeptical on how the other side was gonna come out because I didn't know if like the parts were perfectly even or whatever. So I was just, experimenting. And then to make the hairstyle pop even more, I decided to add a little gold. I don't know what these things are, but it's like a gold clip, and it just adds more flair to the hairstyle. So as you guys can see, I'm braiding my own hair. Now, if you don't know how to braid, then maybe you can get someone to braid it for you, or you can just substitute it with maybe like a twist or something. But long story short, I found it easier to braid the hair once it was already on me versus braiding the hair like on a mannequin, if that makes sense. So I braided it down, and then I'm just gonna go in. I already previously off camera flat ironed the back of the wig. I flat ironed the whole back of the wig because while the wig is on me, I can't see what I'm doing. So to get it to flat iron really good, I have to, do it off of my head. And so I only left the top open where I didn't flat iron it. So the top is still puffy, and you guys can kind of see that it's like puffy around the top. The back, not so much. So here I'm just like, there was a piece of lace that was like on my ear, and it was just uncomfortable. So I'm kind of just, perfecting the customized hairline, and I'm going in here, I'm cutting baby hairs. I'm gonna tell y'all this, I am not a pro when it comes to baby hairs. Y'all already know. I feel like I say this in all of my videos. I am not a pro, but I am learning. I do feel like my wig game is kind of getting better. Like, let me know what y'all think. So I recently started to do the plucking method, and I feel like I finally am getting the plucking right. Because at one point I felt like I was not plucking enough, where it didn't look like I did anything. And then I felt like at one point I was plucking too much, where I'm like, oh my God, I'm making the wig bald. But now I feel like I'm kind of getting the point of like the perfect plucking. I know I still gotta work on it more, but I don't know. Let me guys know if you guys see any improvements. So here I'm just gonna flat iron the top of my hair that wasn't flat ironed, and I'm gonna take this rubber band out that I have on. I'm definitely not gonna keep it in, but I really wanted like that silky straight look with this hairstyle. I feel like that was like the perfect style for the hair to be with these two braids. I wanted it to be like this silky long straight hair. So that's what I'm just doing. I'm just flat ironing over and over again. And I'm gonna take out the rubber bands, of course, and I'm gonna flat iron the braids so it can actually blend in with the hair, because I was kind of trying to figure out like, wait, how am I gonna blend this braid in? And then I'm like, you know what, let me try to flat iron it in with the rest of the hair. That's exactly what I did, sis. So you flat iron the braid in the hair, and then you just keep going over the hair. I feel like with blonde wigs and stuff and blonde hair, you kind of just have to flat iron it over and over again to get it like a silky straight. So of course I'm going to use my hot comb to add more bump in the hair, because I don't want the hair to be like so flat to my head. So I'm using the hot comb to just bump it up and kind of shape the way the hair is going to flow. Like, I don't know, I feel like I always do that in my videos too. But yeah, it just makes the hairstyle look really, really good. Like, it looks so good. So now I'm gonna go in and add the little clip to just finish off. And then the rest of this is just gonna be me touching up the hairstyle and just perfecting it, because you could never do too much perfecting. So let me know right now, what do y'all think? Right now at this moment, I need y'all to comment another color that I should do, because I have another wig that I want to experiment with. So give me some color ideas, color combinations, whatever you think. What is like a good hair color for some curly hair? How about that? That's a task for y'all. What is a perfect color for like curly blonde hair? Drop that down in the comments below. So here we're just flattening out the hair. Now I'm using the hot comb to actually brush through. Then I'm gonna go in with some powdered makeup that matches my skin complexion really good, and I'm just gonna add that onto the lace. And this is just to try to make it blend more and make it look more like scalp. I never used to really do this, And once you know how to pluck where it's noticeable, adding some type of makeup onto the lace, it makes it look really good. So this is the end look, the end result. I absolutely love how this hair came out. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Remember, drop your colors, give a thumbs up. Girl, this hair is bomb. Make sure y'all check out the hair link in the description down below. Love y'all. See y'all in my next one.